Well, I said to myself that every single morning I'm gonna journal and write and record videos of explaining just fucking things. I don't know. I'm basically just gonna record videos and do a journal, a daily thing where I just come and talk to the camera and I post it no matter what because it doesn't matter because everything is equally gold and equally shit at the same time. And we all just need to have our ideas spoken out and see how they sound about. And, you need to be able to defend them, and you need to be able to understand your beliefs, and you need to be challenged on your beliefs, and you need to be okay with that. Because it's not scary because somebody doesn't think the way that I think. I either just want to talk to them more about it because I feel like that we're not talking about the same thing. We're not converging on the same idea. We don't have the same definition of the thing. Or, you know, it's just they are in a perspective, in a echo chamber, in a thought loop, and something somewhere else that, or you are, that is not in reality. We'll just put it that way. That is in reality, and whatever reality is, whoever defines reality is, it's different for every person. So there is a truth that we are all arguing about because there's no proof, and we cannot just argue and hate each other and not talk and have a shitty society because we don't have proof on where the truth comes from and what the source of all of this is. Everything from consciousness to, a physical body to space to the center of the earth, everything in between. That is what we are all arguing about, but there's no proof to what is. There's no true proof. And people can say, that they believe in Jesus because of these teachings, and they believe in Buddha because of these teachings, then they're Buddha's way, or they believe in science because of this, and blah blah blah. There's no proof of it being the actual truth. We're just getting a closer approximation, and we've been very, very wrong before. So my understanding is that we were probably much more intelligent, much easier to communicate with one another, and work and the world was a place where order and chaos is very well balanced, and we were able to be in a raw, unnatural, unadulterated form driven by our brains. We didn't have the tree of knowledge. We haven't opened up our brains enough yet, in a sense, to where we needed language to communicate with one another. We communicated through pure intention, pure intuition, pure knowledge, pure instinct. And then consciousness came along, and language also came along as dopamine got lower, likely, in the Neanderthal to Homo sapien transition. So language was not always around for, a human-like species. And consciousness came around that time from no, shouldn't say that. We don't know when consciousness necessarily came around, but what we do know is that we have consciousness. And our let's see, where am I going with this? our consciousness is being played on, and it is the best way that I can put it. And we are not able to fully embrace the subconscious and the conscious simultaneously. One is being fought for. We are placing judgments on what's coming up in our consciousness, in our world, what is happening around us, what is happening within us. We are placing feelings of good and evil about it, and that is making it much harder for us humans to understand each other, to communicate with one another. And language itself has hidden meanings, and the deepest meanings of the sound and the frequency of the voice and of the word itself. Those matter far more than me saying these words in English to you. English, and that's a whole other story about which language means what and the hidden meanings within each. But you understand more of what I'm saying, not because of the words I'm saying, but because of the feeling, emotion that you're able to get from this. This is my thoughts. You're receiving this over a video. Is how is that coming about? How is that even happening? Yes, I understand the video is recorded and it's just like simple like that, but like, this is my thoughts coming out. Where does that come from? And then how do you hear it? How do you understand this video? It's restructured. It's not exact. I'm not there with you, and that's something you've got to get through your brain. Is this is coming from somewhere, and from my understanding, it's coming, from above, from below, from everywhere, and it's going up and out. Right? It's leaving me. It has to leave me. It is something that's going on in my mind that I don't have to anyone to talk about necessarily, and your ideas have got to be put out there so you can basically wrestle with them further, and so other people can wrestle with them, and you can get a little bit of feedback. And it always helps to get feedback, no matter what. No matter if you think it's good or bad feedback, it's feedback, and you want to allow that feedback to permeate you without judging it as good or bad, and judging your identity of the thing that you're doing as good or bad, because that's what this is. I just thought about this. I was like, why am I even doing this? I'm like, you know what? Like, maybe I'm getting better at public speaking. I would enjoy to just speak publicly. Yeah, I really would. I would love to help people, speak, and then help people in some way, with about the thing that I spoke about, whatever it may be. Make relationships to further people, because you know what? We all need a community in each other and pushing each other towards something that we desire. And I'm all about whatever y'all want to be about. It is, I'll push you that way. I'm just about pushing the person to express themselves completely, just complete and utter who gives a fuck energy, because it's all gold and it's all shit at the same time. It's all gonna be okay. You don't need to judge it. You don't need to say yes or no about it. You don't need to. We don't need to hold on to good and bad. It's only making things harder, and you must just accept what's in front of you and work on it. Doesn't mean to force it. Doesn't mean to try. It means to, what you're being called towards, do it. Whatever it is. Go towards what you're called towards. Go towards what you're called towards. And you got to understand that you cannot create your values necessarily. Your values are what is in your life. So what you do is your value. That what you actually do is your value. If you spend time with family, and that's your value. If you take care of your body, and you eat the right foods and work out, and